Whoa, is Marvel about to get their first Rotten Tomato score? What's up everybody, Alex here. I just watched the Captain Marvel trailer and I'm gonna tell you what ran through my mind. But first, if you've been enjoying geeking out with me, and I know you have, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, this trailer surprised me. It reminded me of the Green Lantern movie. Yeah, that crappy ass DC movie with Ryan Reynolds. The whole being an Air Force pilot, taking place in space, teammates. It was like a Lantern Corps, I don't know. Also, real quick, I just wanted to address some concerns for some fans. Interestingly, only recently have I been hearing concerns about SJW feminist propaganda being inserted into this character or into the MCU, right? Like that the Avengers weren't able to defeat Thanos, so the MCU is gonna give us a woman to show us how it's done. While I do think that there is a discussion to be had, I really don't think it's gonna go down like that. First, because Captain Marvel is supposed to be among the most powerful characters in Marvel Comics, so if it were indeed to go down that way in Avengers 4, it wouldn't really be out of character. And if you've been following the MCU closely since Iron Man like I have, you probably don't think Marvel would do such a thing. Think back to Justice League and how easily Superman was able to save the day from Steppenwolf. He just came out of nowhere, sucked Steppenwolf into oblivion, like a high school senior defending a middle schooler getting bullied. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants a villain to easily be handled by the hero. They want to see a struggle. And so here's why I would put $100 that it will not go down like that. Number one, Marvel understands very clearly that heroes should struggle with the villain, especially one in the league of Thanos. Nobody wants to see Thanos defeated by anybody the way Steppenwolf was by Superman. It would be a cop-out. It'd be underwhelming, uninteresting, and just straight up boring. Number two, Marvel has an outstanding track record. They built up our confidence with great movie after great movie that they put out. They're not about to screw that up. And by the way, for those of us who have a problem with some of Brie Larsen's recent comments, I get it, but that was not Marvel's comments. That was Brie Larsen. So I'm not at all worried that Marvel's gonna screw their cinematic universe up. Kevin Feige is not stupid. What he said about her power level is true to the character. It's not because she's a woman, in my opinion, but in this political climate, I'm sure it is going to bring women on board, and that's okay. But the Captain Marvel character we're getting seems to be the Captain Marvel from the comics. Oh, and for some perspective, let's not forget that Feige before said that Scarlet Witch was the most powerful Avenger, yet she didn't have much of an impact on Thanos. In fact, I think that the reason Captain Marvel might be pivotal in Avengers 4 is not because she's a woman coming to save the day for guys. I think it's more going to be tied to something or someone that she knows, or that an aspect of her powers will have a pivotal angle in the fight against Thanos. So don't worry about it, guys. Have faith in the Feige. He hasn't let us down, and I don't think he's about to start. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there. Back to what I thought about the trailer. Overall, check it out. Just meh. It was meh. But let me talk about what I did like. I like that it seems like we're gonna get some backstory for Nick Fury, some backstory for Coulson, and that we're getting back into space again, which means that the MCU is going galactic, baby. We're getting Skrulls introduced. The MCU is slowly becoming more and more like reading a comic book or watching an Avengers cartoon. If you watched the 3 first MCU movies, they feel so different now. The way they've gotten to this point has felt natural because they've paced themselves. Damn it, every time I think about the awesomeness of MCU and how happy they've made me, I think of how much DCEU has been such a letdown. So yeah, I was actually expecting to be more excited about watching this trailer and actually getting excited for the movie, but surprisingly I was underwhelmed. In fact, I'm gonna say that this trailer kind of makes me think that this movie's gonna be kind of I don't know, maybe one of the weakest films in the MCU. We may finally get a Rotten Tomato score for the MCU. And sorry, but Brie Larsen seemed a bit, I don't know, boring. Like the line she said when Fury asked her,
"So you're not from around here?"
It's hard to explain.
That did not seem like an award-winning actress saying that. Any other female could be saying that. But of course, it's just a trailer. But what about you, geeks? What did you guys think about it? Do you agree with my assessment, my opinions, or do you disagree? Let me know. And also, don't you dare forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.